Hello everyone, welcome back. I have few updates today. The first one comes from the BMI. And if you are unfamiliar with the BMI, it's basically a bearish market indicator composed of three simple indicators. The first one is a 50-day moving average followed by a 200-day moving average. The third one is basically a definition of a bearish market. It is a 20% lower from the recent peak. So if I measure the height from the recent high, it's going to be 20% less. And the new update include the name shortened and the highlight now span from the two moving averages, so they do not obstruct the viewing of the closing. And I have a new indicator added here. So this one is a MACD based entry and exit signal. The red implies the exit signal. So if the MACD signal line is lower than the signal line, it's going to be red. Another update with the market environment. It has been 4 days since we have been in a bearish market territory. Aside from that, I have another update. It is called MMRI or Mandarino Market Risk Indicator. I could not find an original work from the platform, so I have derived manually directly from his formulas. So if you like to check it out, I have posted it as a library so you can also have a look at it. Not only that, you can also import it for your implementation. If you are unfamiliar with the MMRI, it's basically a market risk indicator as the name suggests, and the higher the value, the worse it gets. And also the color coding, it is directly derived from his work. Next, I have a new library added. It is composed of other indicators that include the MMRI, the RSI, followed by a MACD. And you might notice that there are two MACD signals here. Well, these MACD will be directly based out of the equity or the security. So basically, if this was a stock, then the MACD would be based out of the stock. But for these MACD here, it's going to be based out of the index. So in this instant, it is going to be S&P 500. But if I am looking at a company here, then it is going to be based out of this company for this MACD. And this MACD will have the index-based MACD, and so far it is only available for Canada and the US, and only S&P and the TSX. And the RSI is also based on the security. The MMRI has an orange indicator followed by another indicator that suggests that the RSI is getting weaker based out of the moving average derived directly from the RSI. There are a variety of entry signals, and for the RSI, we see here there are two false positive signals here. But for the MACD, it goes all the way here and it doesn't really change much. So it is very conservative at that particular time. But usually the RSI is ahead of time for the entry signal and the exit signal. And as you can see here, another exit signal, but it is a false positive. As you know, the very next day, it had an entry signal. So it's quite more volatile than the MACD here. I was unable to publish the library for the MMRI, RSI, and MACD based library, as I have already published two indicators, the BMI and the MMRI derived from the source. And since I am a free member, I cannot publish another one until next month, and perhaps rename it in the next update. So again, I have finished updating the BMI or the bearish market indicator by reducing the name into a short form, followed by the highlights that are based out of the moving averages, and also added a new indicator that is a MACD based out of the security. And then we have another indicator here, which is based out of three simple indicators. The first one is the MMRI, followed by a RSI, and followed by a MACD. The RSI has a moving average based out of the RSI, and the MACD is based out of the index. And I am very excited for the next update, as we can basically explore furthermore into the companies that we have combed through in the first video. And then as we are in the bearish market territory, the asset prices are deflating. Therefore, it's going to be cheaper, which means we are going to get a better deal. Alright, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you in the next update.